You're listening to GOB Radio in the heart of Reading Town. The station dedicated to the black community news, education and entertainment. Stay tuned.
Dumienu apo adeshimama mi mo bibiara kwaba edeba GOB TV and radio enso emre aso se oman ene amahodo so nsema amensaka ze ewia prem to be ka se boy ene mitumi ade ebeso mo ba bibia wo na wo te menka enso etimi ade efi na ensam no edoso ye pa na obetie bi enso eni ene yebetima kopiem e Ghana mampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama enso akache enrada wo abra na omode 10 years anniversary no enso etimi hihye so e University of Ghana na ye de abie John Evans Fifi Atames the late, may he so rest in perfect peace. Memorial no heritage no etimi akoso no odi nsem bebre na etimi atuda na ye de munche mu nyina no ebetumi abawa kwam na ne man so etimi akona nimpa de amaye na hwefo enso ene atiefo no ewo ho afa ye kopie mo wa parliament a majority any minority ensensem bia ekoso efa 11 eho no emu nkyire mu nyina no enso ebetumi aba na ne ma etimi akona nimpa e de amaye na hwefo enso ene atiefo no ewo honom na wosansem me ya ho ne ebetumi aba awurem enso ewo onimonyamfo ane din ene Lance Samuel Abujinapo ono ene yeso afo ahwe lands and natural resources no eso ono so di nsem bebre na so etimi atidwa ni nyina no efa apiate ensensem na esi ye no eho emu nkyeremu no ebetumi aba wakwem na ne man so etimi akona nimpa e de amaye na hwefo enso ene atiefo no ewo ho afa ekura no yenya kopie mu enso wo ochosofo panyin no ewo NDC amanyoko nmani din ene Johnson esiedu enketia ono so di nsem bebre na so etimi akoso akwa parliament for ya wo chemse omunye serious kra both minority ni majority ni nyina no emu chiremu nyina no ebetumi aba wakwem na ne man so etimi aye pepepe de amaye na hwefo enso ene atiefo no ewo ho na afa kwa ne nya kopiem ewa hafo region honom a Krobia ni din ene asutifi honom no forest reserve bi ewo ho no eja etimi atomu a efa etimi ahyedworo be condemn tugrabu emu nkyiremu no ebetumi aba na ne man so etimi akona nimpa de amaye operation clean your frontage ene onimonyamfo no hwenkra mountain so no Henry Kwati eri nsem bebre na so etimi atoja enu ada boxing boba emu enam saye so amu akasa emu nkyiremu no ebetumi aba na ne man so etimi akona nim de amaye na hwefo enso ene atiefo no ewo honom na bibibia so etimi akwa no wano pa enso etumi ede amaye afa ne ebekọ bọọlụ bo enso ensensemu onimonyamfo a ono eye professor Alhaji Karim Grusa ono eri nzembebre na so etimi atuja eri fa Ghana eni Nigeria e World Cup qualifier no ehwo emu nkyemu no ebetumi ede apa wasadi nzembebre na so etimi atuja edi fa Muntari sign na wasan emakra azoboku no emu nkyeremu ebetumi ade aba ozi kemfesa akra no mugina bia no sign na esimitie enu so mu nkyeremu nyina no ebetumi apa na ne ma so etimi akonanim ade amaye na hwefo enso ene atiefo no ewo ho kwache na de fesika ane ode ye kwanchenso so ade fesika koya ana wotumi akoto ede abafie na enu ntine GOP multimedia Lucien Phones and Accessories Genesis Fashion Designs and Boutique ana Breful Travel and Tour Trust Clothing enso e kan ubi ene nei kasebo etimi ba wakwem na ne man so etimi akona nimpa ede amaye na hwefo enso ene atiefo ni nyina no enso ewo honom na kase obenya bia hwe no anya bia ti abowrem enso ewo Facebook ono GOB TV and radio Twitter Instagram GOB TV and radio afa bowrem ewo YouTube onso a GOB TV UKGH now de wani asa kiremu enso etimi akwa kopie mu ewo tune in hon GOB radio Modern Ghana radio GOB radio na ne man so etimi akona nimpa e de amaye na hwefo enso ene atiefo ni nyina no enso ewo honom a ne ma beko nanim e de amaye nyina no ewo ho afei gobnewsonline.com yesumi live and clear pa enso ewo ho ne ma ne ko nanim www.breful.www.gobtv.tv enso eso no yesumi live ewo ho a enwo nsem no etimi eko nanim e de amaye na hwefo enso ene ene tiefo midin eno Oheneba kwabna pia kubi mi na majebre na me de kase ni nkyire mu nyina no etimi de abre wakwam na ne ma akona nimpa mitwa mo aba de kase ni nkyire mu aso. You
are listening to GOB Radio in the heart of Reading Town. The station dedicated to the black community news, education and entertainment. Stay tuned.
Yemfa kasieni nchire mu no. Entumi mmra wakwam na niema nso ntumi kɔ n'anim pa. Emfa ma ye na hwefo. Enso ani atiefo no ewo ho. Yenkwa hyase emfa mfiri wonimonyamfo ani din. Enso ani John Dramani Mahama. Omanyi watimi aba ye president a atwamuo. Enso eho ahonsem no. Enso etima ye kamapa. Na enrada okopie mu enso ewo University of Ghana Legon. Eho no ma wadi nsem bebre na enso etimi atuja. Ni nyina no enso eye Papa ni din ene John Evans Fifi Atamils enso akache ye ni wadi memorial heritage bi enso etimede atu papa yi enso ewo University of Ghana hono ma wonsem no enso etimi kɔ na nimpa ede emaye papa yi etimede an nsabekum so no 2012 eno baby no dan nsabekum na se ne enso ye 10 anase etimi akwa ye 10 years wo wa wonsem no etimi kama pa enso etimede amai na eno no ena mpanyimfa udonso etimi kopie modwumedie nase na akwanya baaye se wonimonyamfa ono abaye Ghana yen president atwamuo nidin enso ene John Dramani Mahama no enso entimi enkasa no wodi nsem bebre na enso etimi atuja ede maaye ewo hono ma wonsem no enso etimi kama pa na John Dramani Mahama ya ono eye Ghana ye mampanyin dada no enkomo no sei eno ade tuja FI.
It was fair, but he was firm. I'm proud to have honed my political skills at his feet. I know there are many also who revere Professor Mills as their teacher and their mentor. He taught in this university for over 25 years and contributed to producing many astute legal practitioners from the Faculty of Law, and also contributed in producing many fine business minds from the then School of Administration, which is now the University of Ghana Business School. Our gathering here today to celebrate once again a man who sacrificed his very life from humanity for academia, for his country, and above all, for his God, for Jesus Christ, is proper and befitting. I believe the launch of the Atamils heritage, which is anchored on his values and principles, and is aimed at inspiring humanity, including the youth of Africa and Ghana, for a better society, will further emphasize his legacy. Already Prof's name is befittingly assigned to a significant number of national infrastructure across the country. These include the John Evans Atamils High Street in Accra, the FPSO John Evans Atamils, which extracts oil from the 10 fields, which are both named after him. Similarly, the Community Day Senior High School in his home area, Otium, which happens to have been the first of the E-Block initiatives to be completed, which I had the privilege as president to have commissioned and named after him. Here at the University of Ghana, the School of Law's modern building is named after both Professor Ikuya Kunyehine and Professor Atamils in appreciation of their collaborative effort in the construction of the edifice and their remarkable contribution to the teaching of law in Ghana. While I was serving as Prof's Vice President and as head of his economic management team, President Mills grew Ghana's economy to a level that remains unprecedented. Borrowing his own words in 2011, that year Ghana's economy grew by over 14%, the highest in the world, with both non-oil and oil growth contributing equitably to this feat. Typical of him, even before this growth would be realized, the gracious professor had earlier paid homage to his predecessors in his first State of the Nation address to Parliament in February 2009. In the chair at the time was the Right Honorable Joyce Bamford Addo, Ghana's first and so far only female Speaker of Parliament, nominated by President Mills in his quest for gender parity. And I quote him here. He said, "Madam Speaker, Kwame Nkrumah laid the foundation for oil and gas exploration in Ghana. Jai John Rawlings created the institutional framework for its exploration and exploitation. The oil and gas was struck in commercial quantities in the period of John Agyekum Kufuor. Actual commercial exploitation is beginning in the period of John Evans Atta Mills. And in between, as mentioned, are others who played a very important part. Prof was the one to share credit and glory. Nana Che, this is the man we celebrate today. Magnanimous, gender sensitive, a unifier.
Enti we enso aye onmonyamfo anidin ene John Dramani Mahama Ghana ha yen mampanyi dada ya ono so etime atwamu no na ana etime kote ne nka ewo ho wo enu ada dwumadie no enso etime koso ewo University of Ghana ho eye John Evans Atta Mills Memorial Heritage no ya omokopa ho ntoma enso ewo ho ehonsem no etime ko na nimpa ede man na werefo ene atiefo. May he so rest in perfect peace. Papa we yenya no so president ewo man konkono Ghana hada asumdue man enso ewo ha eno no akoye bibibi ewo ho mekai emra owuye no na mitimi ewo school a be bia tedin enso ewo ha yeso ye wadanse kakra bi emre bi ebeba no ebetumi aka no ho asem de akire nchirima kakra enso ewo ho na ye to ansem no so ere aman na hwefo ani atiefo ye nkwato aso enven free Ghana ye mra hye bedwafie na anya ko pie mo mra hye bedwafie a se ne niam so timi ye no boxing bo etimi ko so ni nyina no efa 11 sensem na ho enra so mo sa kwa setena ewo 11 ni ho a twema mentwepa na etimi aba wo bia mpese obeti ase enso de ama ne yonko ho nsem no etima ye kama pa na de ye ntie nsem awodo etimi ko so ewo majority no any minority no enso entem.
I came to presenting the business statement for this week. I said, if we're able to conclude the discussions on the way forward for the e-levy, it will be introduced in the House on Friday. If we couldn't finish, then it will come this week. Now, the course of the discussion facilitated the introduction in the House on Friday. The Speaker, as well witness, we couldn't make much progress, which is why I said to us that if we couldn't, then it will come to this week. The Speaker, even before walking in here, the minority leader, who is the ranking member of the Business Committee, asked about the status, and I told him that we will come to some determination, even though it's been advertised for tomorrow. So we look at the supplementary, the Speaker, we will see the provisional order paper. We will see it advertised for tomorrow. But even that, I told him that we need to confer on that because to all intents and purposes, we will not be able to do it tomorrow. So he asked whether that was an assurance, and I said to him that that is double assurance. That certainly it will not come up tomorrow. But we will determine when together. I have given you that assurance. So it's not as if anybody wants to spring any surprise. But it will have to be decided on, and I will signal.
Entino mrashebeja fie wonabo was a chairman sabonsu. Ana yetene nkano ewo ho nsem no setimi aka mapa ni nyina no. Efa 11 sensem na eho. Na yenko piem enso obogo so apiate ho dynamite na no etimi ebe oye. Na ema kuro ni nyina ni timi butu ye no. Yetimi creative fund ahodo ane yetimi rezi a. Enso si ebetimi aboa. Na yetime de akwa kosi kuro yi ni asa achichiri kuro no ni ama kuro ni mu ayefe ne mu atie na ni monyama san abem na ne ma so yetime kona nimpa na enam saye so ema mpanyufo awdo nso yetime apa abedwafo bi omo hwese o metime aye asem ni mu hwehwemu ye pa na omo hwese ne yetime kofa ba ye na emonu wa asem no bebo no e ya de se do be fa mra kwa so a eno no won monyamfo ani dia ni Samuel Abugina po ya wono eye osafo ohwe nsase ene efom gudie nyema so no ana otimi de sanse menyina no ebe tuja na papa ne kasa ni nsem wodi tuja ndi obi yetie bi pa
And for me, that's been the attitude that the ministry is brought to bear on this particular incident. And all the questions which Ghanaians have asked, which many people have asked, which Pandits have asked, those questions should be answered to the best of our ability and as fairly and as objectively as we can, anchored on integrity. And I have no doubt that the work Mr. Aye and his colleagues have done is exactly in accordance with this same attitude and this same spirit. And by and large, hopefully, we should be able to move forward given the presentation of this report. So let me once again thank you, Mr. Aye, and your colleagues, and to conclude by assuring the country that the President is fully committed to ensuring that whoever is found culpable, whoever is found to have breached any rule or committed any wrong in this matter will be made to face the full rigors of the laws of our country, and whatever lesson.
Etino, somewhere abujina po ekasa wie ya pe, ana papa ni din, and so any Bernard Aye wono, and a head of committee, and so it's made my beja for yet me a power mo, some koyen shemu awodono, and so ewa piate wono, anaja, ono so de bi tuaso. Yano so echrem sesesi anom do mune besi fompa enhwehwemu ano odin bekoso ewa apiate explosion no enso ho nipa da sani bia ho beka na ho bebomu no yedo mema posifo na mra pa enso anyway ono so de ne nsem no tuja sei.
Court talk to the police escort assigned for the assignment. We were able to visit Maxam at Eduaprim, talk to the dispatch chairs and the management as well. We had interviews with the transporter, the explosives driver, the escort driver, the management of Maxam, and also the transporter. We talked to a number of eyewitnesses in the community itself, starting from the chief through a number of others who even helped to convey the injured and so on to the hospitals. And at the end of it all, we have come up with this report, which we believe fairly represents the facts of the case. However,
etino say na akwakoye ho wonsem no enso etima kama pa edi amaye na hwefo enso eni atiefo no ewo ho na ye toa so akonsem fufuro mu yenko piem ewo titirani ya ono enso etimi eye chochofo panyi edi ma NDC amanyoko no nidin enso ene Johnson asiedu enketia na papa idi nsembebre na enso etimi atuja ya wo chemu sesesi angasa de unya ko piem enso parliament 11 sensem no ade se emfaso bia enso eni so mutimi ko ho dia ne se ni kwanse agitum enso ewo wa ye NDC fo no ye nim se emwa ye enso MPP fo nim se beboa ye ne senti no se wangasa wo kwa akoto ade na usika de bekodwom no owe na za de kro na de koton sika na de koto ade no enso a wo betime agina ade na ho enso se wo fre obi enso amana sendus kan bi na sika ne ma ya asimigina ho za na esese bio senseless enso ho amanu da sumiri aso ye no so na kwakoye nsem bebre na enso ewo ho etinu Johnson asiedu nkati a chese MPP ne ma omoye ewo parliament wonom no se ohwe a ode tunsane ani a ensuo bia enso enyina mu Johnson asiedu nkati a
parliament no say a democracy no na asa agu bibia ne wobiem enunti no so because o say democracy a awodi bia ope bia parliament ho asasa o da sa awodi na di na yetimi braku nipa opese o say parliament no na bi ba say ye democracy no parliament o tra ho e ma ye vote wie na ye record wie a ba bia ni wa de be court ba bia ni wa de be ko eti say MPC na anya de wo mo ye no a anka speaker sorry akowie vote ya enam saya so ne de aye nhyehyɛ ye de atwato ama mene o say yenkodi so I love you e de abenyo momfa ho sobo emmo NDC momfa ho sobo emmo abambagwen efrise mo na mo say ye fra mo majority parliament na majority na carry vote and na mo ye 138 and na ye 137 138 so na edi proof ade no entimu wa adan na muntimi nko approve wo mo ankasa MP fo no wo mo nyi sa hihye no ntum enu ti wo mo gwa amo anu a wo mo nyina nhia da enti sa wo mo nhia adan na odi wo blame e ko ba ye ni a ye de ya ba wo to ma se ye ka ho ye to ya ba no bi ma ye pese obekwa akoye na kira asemba mu a wabeka se ye ni NDC fo na pass ye yesi ye de ye moa ma wonye ba ye ka se ye stop se ye ma wonyo yesi wo 138 fa be pass na ye ko ye ni ye ka se ye se government business yo yesi government de the business ya ba ono anya na de ye ka ho eti se wonti me nya o meka se mintimi nye ni am MP fo no support me yan fan to nchen na yan ko yanim ya de to nchen a ye be ko yanim o mai emmo wa ko ya sise se meji to odudu sei enu asa ya sise se me saka to no a me de be ne ma wi na ne ma o se odi be no ne bo cha sika a wo benya so a woni nyansa anya no ani se me sika nso ntimenti bi so na o ba ja temba se na wo ko wani na bi usika akojo ukodija wapo anema no uchekia sika unimse anka ubenya ka ho anso na udira nema no ho se je tebia giseminya obi mani discover so ansa na madimidwa akofi na wadwene ya adwuma enti no unimse usika anso a yiniama no bigu ho usika nso a yeti aho hai no twamu sasakre na odi beko abrochira fasakre ko minister fo a appoint wo mu bebrebe ni staffers ni ade no teso na yibi adi usika no ebeso
enti we aye Johnson asiedu nketia general mosquito no ana na yete ne nka e wo a odi nsama odo na aso atimi atudwa na wa tutu bi enso etime amane MPP amanyoku no odi sanse menyina atimi tudwa enso e won krapumpuni mantemo no maja nsemtwofo enso ene NDC fo nhia mudie bitimi koso enso e wo suicide ono ma honsem no etimi ko na nimpa edi mai na hwefo enso ene atiefo na operation clean your frontage won krapumpuni mantemo no ana honsem nso etimi ayede jade amaye eno ada mitimi bo audio za audio no enso etimi ade kire wa na honsem na ko deja enso ho na omanfo wo circle ho enso ne omanfo mu free circle no anaso mu free assembly ho no ede ntokwa bia bobo ani ama honsem no enso etima yedeja ho no ma kokoko wi akire no omanfo se o muntua se sika no enso entimi emfa mo a ehonsem na ayeka ma perfect kra no muntimi enso emwa enso emma potamu ne nte every say wa mutuetia sika hodo no enso ho na nam saye so ena wo panyina wono etimi ehwe nkramontin so ne de ne Harry Kwati enso ene ne mpamfo district ahodo MMC ahodo enso ede nkoma ahodo no so etimi akoso ede ama omanfo mo won kran ya wo chemu se omomodin a no mu nkopi with the nema na etimi akoso nse be betimi aboa amen kran aye kra behwe na etimi afa ne ntuma pade afira na ejina ne naso yepa na mpanyufo ahodo no enso etimi akasa ye ho a ye shase ye de free Henry Kwati eso na honsem na etimi aye kama pa ede amaye
on our streets, the road and motor traffic regulations. That's one. Then the other one is about Abubuyas that we intend to restrict their movements on the principal streets and highways. The third one is to get people to clean their frontage and their immediate environment. This has been in existence for a very long time. I mean, we call them summer. We are just bringing them back, reviving those things. So today, as you can see, the men and women drawn from the security and intelligence agencies are here. They are going to assist us. We are not going to town to brutalize anybody. We are not going to town to beat anybody. These men have been trained to protect lives and property, and sanitation forms part of it. So we are going out there to designated areas to ensure that people who are selling on the streets will move up the streets and go onto the pavements.
nafa rubber ni gu efa nafa de pro su gu fa sa won na de ni ntontoro wan so a fa gu fa fi say obroni say value has been added to the waste ye tutum say nkofo to rubber no nkofo to na de no e bia yes ka bia ma wo de na so de to sachet rubber nsuo kofia ebeboa
ye ba municipal assembly ye ne ye staff ni nyina ye tie sikom eno ye enforcement day it ya fire sermons ye ko all our 13 electoral areas ye ko say exercise sensitization na ye de mom no akofo ma na o matiase ana o mu di so ana it ye akofo monitoring but ye ne kama sania enye say ye ba behwehu amo ye behwe say pilot ne niama ya kire mu nyinara no enne eye the D-Day no mo gu mane so anase mu di mane so
uyi gata ma ye wasede se gata na uyi mu no enja wo mu enja mu kwa uyi asesa efese assembly emba mbesesa ma nti uyi na wasesa eno so wuti amra ye besa ma efese wu pra ofia wo fo begu kwa ho se aban besesa ma nti sa ko na afese uyi gata mu a e wasede se uyi sa ewura na wa yi gata no fako ma company na wara disam obefa kwa na sede sofa nti wodi tukwa ho a do wo yi gata mu enso ne wo ye no ensipe ye be sama na wa san asesa na ebu no efi wo ansa na ye hu se ejuma na wo ye no wo aye
mo chia kwa no bylaws no be ye ejuma responsible no ba around na o ba na wa bo
enti we enso operation clean your frontage no ana yetume de abre wa niema nso etima kona nimpa e de amaye na wefo enso ne etiefo no e wo ho a mede ho nsem ni nyina no etimi e de amaw na ya fe yenkopiem e wo ball bonsensemu a na yenkopiem ball bomu dia ene ye sha se de free Ghana ye na gache ye nyina ye nim se nya match no ne enso ye betimi akwa football match bi Ghana ye ne be ye kanse timani dia ne Nigeria no e betimi de akobo ani ni nyina World Cup qualifiers enso my konkunu Ghana ha na yenya kopie mu pe na yetimi hye Nigeria fo a ye be kwa kopie mu enso okata na nam sayes na ebopini Alhaji Grusa na yesi Alhaji na unsem kura e Black Stars enso ni team anidin anase country anidin eni Nigeria qualifies no sen ana so mu efa ye tie se ne Karim Grusa edi ni nsem ni tuja efa
Nigeria because Ghana bobo who one flag but there two ne come no flag obia no na share ya atade sentre for sumu kan bi mun sorry na yembo hu dowuru ye share ya shake ya share sports minister ya share management committee Ghana na ya share ana nye Ghana share we bebre aye omude the media me say support no yamma support no bra mo ye betimi ayade ansana yenya abutre defending champion kura eri wo mu na firimu yeso ye ni loku mi coach na anhu so na 2 minutes no antimi manage coach is with him manage on time and he don't have confidence on his players Ghana for so yenyina yema Black Star support
enti we enso Alhaji Karim Grusa ano etimi ni nsema odo na nso etimi atuja wo James Ghana fo nyina no yemfa support panso enta Ghana Black Stars nachi na wentimi enkonkonkoden sebe yo betimi qualify kopie mu enso amama nyina ago kansi ayekwa kosie wo kata no na wonsem ni nso ntimi kwa kama peb no ebeba so junior ewe yanim ya na wonsem no etimi akwa kama pa samre continent bi wo wa yahu teams a ekonyina yahu countries a ekonyina enso eho Africa nkoa de de azem greni ebibifo be wi asikura be yedini ya to aso enfama mo Alhaji Karim Grusa na aka chi ne wo na ye nyina nim se Sure Muntari enzo etima akosan wan ya contract de ama akra aso folk no na unya ko pie mo hasefo nchen a Alhaji Grusa se masa Sule ba wa ba na enyehu okọ kire ehu bia akra nso enimu a Alhaji Grusa se no de nsem tuja efa
ye she ya Chile ya sign no kocha kwa ebi amfa out of lines ebi amfa example na mema say obebo bie no nkwada no na omubo ball no de no omuna say obehu se montare kura na obi say we dey o me senior ma me ntake no din enu na ebe say agoro but enye say say die be na what na fi how many years na what na fi feature ball embo anepa
etino Alhaji Grusa ana hotel nkan ewo ho wonsem no etimi aye kama pa edi amaye na ewie ya pennies honorable Alhaji Grusa sesi akin face a team no first na mo ready kan mo be da second ene mo atete ya ma ba be da six dia na ha mo o se me be free board meeting na me no mo nyina akohia na ye di nkomo pa se hia po se ye mfa foreign players mra me ye ma fa mu de enso etime de aba Alhaji Grusa say no de nsem to ja FI
of these things in Jamfaisa. Yabeshia, Medu, say, my 2 mensa, Abe Kotokodia, foreign place in the Abba. They say, when we know GDO at the 4 matches, increases special bonus, nothing. Say, outcome of the meeting, how, and America, a person, a best, I already Martin aside, because so many things is going, I don't want to say it. Management, technical, 3 representatives of supporters. Now, Asia. Na ya koshia players no
etin Alhaji Grusa eno no koshia ni players no mo abankomo na ase ne niam besimi akode amom no omatimi ahwe ni ye pa enso etumi ati amom no ewo ho na ensem ni nyina so etimi asiye nkopie mo AFCON enne AFCON semi-finals no first match betimi atoja eye team ani din enso ni Burkina Faso bi be se Burkina Faso enso